Here we are at Hockenheim again for race 4 this week. Pretty soon I'm going to run out of time. I think I have about one more day of racing I can do, and then it's on to Adelaide, which has its own challenges. Uh, but race 4 in Hockenheim, this split doesn't seem super competitive as I get into it. Looking at the I rating of people that I've been put in with, it seems like a smaller grouping. So I end up qualifying fourth place with not the fastest of times, still in the 140s, which is again 4 seconds off of my first time here at Hockenheim, but not where I wanted to be. I wanted to be in the low 140s, which would have put me up in third place. But I'm thinking I'm at the front of the race. So things are probably going to go much better from here because I have less interference around me. At least that's the thinking. So let's take a look at what happens. I actually get a pretty decent launch. My initial plan was to head to the middle of the track and then try to squeeze over to the left as much as I could. Um, I'm able to pull around this. I lose one spot. These two drivers collide, so I'm able to get a spot back there and slot into third place, fourth place at the moment. Behind me, those two cars collide, crashing into me and taking me, giving me rear damage to the car, and more importantly, losing me 4 safety rating points as well as position safety rating. You can see, I don't know if you saw behind me, it's always the Red Bull Racing liveries on cars, but okay. I've been knocked down a significant number of places here. I could get frustrated. I was a little bit, but I'm thinking, okay, I have qualified faster than almost everybody in front of me. I have pace, even with the damage to the rear of the car. I think I'm going to be able to get some passing done here and make up some positions. And so I turn it into a that's the challenge for me. Maintain my safety rating. I've taken 4 incident points at the moment, but try to get myself into a position where I am making passes and doing it safely. So, a rough lap 1, the one thing I wanted to avoid, and there was no way for me to avoid that accident as far as I know. The drivers behind me slammed into me. I don't know what else I could have done to avoid that, which is important too. Go back, look at what you've accomplished, look at the incident, look at the replay, see if there was something you could have done. In this case, I've come to the conclusion there's nothing I could have done there. All right, so I can tell the drivers in front of me are not using the most optimal line. I get a run down the right-hand side. I'm in 15th position at the moment. I get a run down Michael. I take 15th position. I take 13th position, passing 2 cars right there and heading down the straightaway. So, okay, I'm already making up time from 15th place to 13th. I'm pretty happy with that maneuver. So let's attack this next person in front of me, and we can make some more progress. At least that's what's going through my head at the moment. Stopping my standard line here, and oh, what do you know? Hit again. Ruining the places I had made up, losing 3 places. Dropping me down to 16th place.
Come on.
You hear me kind of chastise the guys. Come on, guys. What are you doing? All right. Well, let's get our head back in the game. It's only lap 2. We've now taken at least 8 incident points, which is absolutely not what I wanted. I get a 19 kind of pulls over there, lets me get past them. It doesn't do it terribly safely, but I get past them, start focusing on the cars in front of me, and let's see how that goes. Again, I notice I'm already catching up to these guys. My pace is such that I'm going to be able to catch up to them, but catching up to somebody and passing them are 2 different things. However, I know we're heading down the main straight here pretty soon, and down this main straight, I know these guys are not taking the optimal line.
I'll do it later, not right now.
So I expect that I'm going to make up a couple tenths of a second right here.
probably get your lead
which
in
I
the
do.
next
I'm
lap.
now 0.4 to 0.3 seconds
seconds
behind this
yep.
driver in front of me, which is, who's that? Juan in front of me. And, yeah, keep pushing. That's all you can do. I'm watching up ahead Austin on the right there take the inside of this turn. Now, I have watched a couple of videos, and I see a little bit of a collision there. I'm able to get past another driver. Now, I've watched a couple of videos of racers much stronger and better than I am, thinking I can get another pass done here, and I do. On this track in particular, and I watched exactly where they were passing and what they were doing, and I'm thinking, I'm going to try some of those moves that I've watched them do. You see one driver off the track there to the right, damaged so bad he has to drop out. That bumps me up to 13th place. I am right on Juan's tail here as we come through all the turns, and I'm holding off, thinking I can just get through the straightaways when this driver, right in the way, slows me down, and actually, as a result, throws me off a little bit. So I lose a little time to Juan, but at least I take his spot. I'm in 12th place. Here again, the optimal line should be bouncing off this curb. I miss it. I go wide, and I actually take an off-track penalty point there. But I'm going to maintain it. I'm going to keep the pressure on Juan. I take this wide, making sure I give him plenty of room. But I'm right on his tail as we head down the straightaway in his draft. And you're going to see how strong that draft is here as I start gaining on him. You can see how I'm getting closer and closer, inching closer and closer. I decide this is it. I'm going to do this move. I'm going to the inside. My braking in here has gotten much stronger. Take it very sharp, slowing down, but forcing Juan out, and I make that maneuver. This is huge for me in terms of my confidence in making passes and how I pull this off. I just want to show that from outside because I didn't get a chance to see it from outside. But you can see braking, taking the inside line. Juan has nowhere to go. He loses 2 places as a result, and I get through with Marco behind me. All in all, really happy with what I've done. I'm now in 11th place. Now, really excited. I'm trying not to get in my head about that last turn, but I do miss my mark there just a little bit going wide. After going wide there and kind of teaching myself what I shouldn't have done, I say get focused. I look at the driver ahead, Austin, and I say, all right, let's catch Austin. There's this thing where it's always easier mentally. I swing really wide here. I'm out of gear. I should have been in 3rd or 2nd gear there. Blew it. Get focused, Carl. There's this thing in racing that I have found where...
Yeah, Mike, come on by. I'm
take that a little too sharp, but I'm okay. Where...
Thank you.
Let me start that sentence again. There's this thing in racing where it is easier to be the person hunting the person down in front of you as opposed to the person being hunted behind you. And as I pass people, I try to put myself in the mental state of I am now attacking the person in front of me. I'm not worried about the people behind me any longer. I'm not trying to defend. I'm trying to break away from them and see how much further I can get. Right now I have a driver half a second behind me. I swing wide here. He tries to get that inside line done on me, but he's unable to pull it off. I beat him in the drag race down the strip. I have better braking than he does here. I'm able to accelerate out of this turn and open up just enough of a gap, again, half a second of a gap to him. I need to stop making mistakes and focus on the driver in front of me. This is only lap 5, and there's a long way to go. I think now starts a sequence of me getting out of my head and getting focused again and starting to go after Austin in front of me. I can see the two behind me battling too, which might slow them down a little bit. Excellent turn there for me. Opens up the gap to 1.1 seconds to the driver behind me and closes to within 2.4 of Austin. It's interesting the mental state I have at this point, because my state has changed from getting frustrated that I got knocked out to focusing on what can I salvage from the race and what positions can I make back. And I feel way more confident, way in control of the car, of what I'm doing. I'm now 1.7 seconds behind Austin and still pressing. I've knocked off basically almost a second off of the distance between us. I see he goes a little deep there. I'm now at 1.3 behind him. So I'm definitely closing on him. And behind me, Marco's almost 2 seconds behind me at this point. Swoop around this time in the right gear. Swoop around this and begin accelerating. 1.9 seconds behind Marco at this moment. If I could take this corner well, I'll gain on him. I do. Perfectly, actually. Now I'm 0.7 behind him. I make up literally almost a second because of the way I took that turn. This driver's off, joins almost unsafely, taking me out. I lose some of my gains to Marco, trying to avoid that driver. Or excuse me, to Austin, trying to avoid that joining driver. But this now puts me in 10th position. Gotten really a lot better at taking that turn. Within 1 second of Austin in front of me. And I'm hoping, as we're driving, that I am increasing the pressure on him, that he is looking in the rearview mirror. Behind me, Marco's 2.5 seconds back, and I'm opening up that distance from him. Still 1 second. I'm hoping that as we go into the main straightaway, that I'm going to be able to, again, make up more time on him. I know I can hook this turns up a little bit better. I need to get a little more practice at that. I'm 0.9 seconds behind him. If I can nail this, I'm going to gain a bunch of distance on him. He hits it pretty well. I hit it better. I am now half a second behind Austin. 0.4. Now I'm right on his tail. As he doesn't take that exit very well, I am pushing him hard. And down the straightaway, I'm going to get this slipstream. I am intent on safely passing, but I am intent on passing Austin. Take him to the inside, just like I did the previous driver. Force him to the outside, pull it off. Now in 9th position. Again, feeling like way more in control of what I'm doing. You know, the drivers at the front are setting laps that are significantly faster than mine. My fastest lap right now is a 140.4, but they're in the 139.7 in first place. But all the rest are in the 140s. Like, if I had not been knocked out of 4th position, I truly think I would still be sitting up there in that top group. pulling away from Austin. I'm 1.5 seconds in front of him with 4.1 seconds to Jose, who was the driver behind him. Already almost 2 seconds ahead of Austin, so I'm definitely pulling away. In front of me, I can see Jaden way in front of me, 7.5 seconds in front of me. And I'm thinking, okay, can I chase him down? Oh, what a turn. Perfectly nailed. And behind me, Austin nails that as well. I'm really hoping to hunt down Jaden. I see that I'm gaining on him a little bit, but I also see later, and I'm going to fast forward through a couple laps here. So next lap, Austin 3.5 seconds behind me, but Jaden maintaining his distance of about 7 seconds behind me. Another good exit from turn 1. Lap 11. Jaden's now 8.3 seconds with Jose. Austin has gone behind Jose. They're about 4.5 seconds behind me. I'm not too worried about that. Peter, who, if you can see the stats in the bottom left, is 3.5 seconds behind me, but he has come out of the pits. He has blue flags behind him, so I'm not worried about him coming up behind me. He is not a part of this race. What I am concerned about is catching up to Jaden, who's now 8.5 seconds ahead of me, and I can't figure out how he is increasing that distance so much all of a sudden. Well, I know how he's doing it. He's actually setting faster laps than I am. By this point, I'm also noticing my tires are starting to go a little bit. I have pushed the car pretty hard. Let's go into lap 13 because nothing really changes here. And yeah. I'm still 8 seconds behind Jaden, and I keep seeing it drop between 7 to 8 seconds as I kind of close the gap and lose it, but things are going pretty smooth. Jose is 4.5 seconds behind me. He's the next competitor. Peter, who's 2.2 seconds behind me, again, he's behind a lap or two at this point, so not too worried about him. Even if he were to pass me, it doesn't matter. It's not going to change my position. I am in 8th position. I'm going to skip to the next lap. Again, I'm handling this corner really a lot better than I used to. Going into the next lap, which is the penultimate lap, Jake, who's overtaken Jose, is 4.5 seconds behind me. Nicholas, in front of me, he spun off the road and wound up in front of me by 1.5 seconds. And I'm hoping to be able to catch him and take advantage of his mistake. But I only have 2 laps to do it in. 1.2 seconds ahead of me. .9 seconds in front of me. I'm really hoping I can catch him at this point. However, you can hear my tires as I'm taking turns. This one is not too bad. I handle this okay. But they are definitely missing some grip that they had before. 0.6 of a second behind him. I can feel the tires sliding. I could definitely feel them sliding right here. I'm hoping to put pressure on him, cause him to make a mistake. He's now 0.9 seconds ahead of me. If I can take this first turn again better than he can, maybe I can close that gap up a bit. I do not. The car is sliding all over the place, and at this point, I'm hoping, well, maybe I can get him down the straightaway. Close up the gap here to him a little bit. He does a really great job in that turn, going a little bit deeper and getting a better run down the straightaway here than I did. So he's at 0.7 seconds, but that opens up to 0.8, where again 0.7, where I'd like to be closing on him faster, just unable to do it. I kind of swing to the right there, making him, I'm still so far back. Yeah, I was hoping he would make a mistake here. He does not. A slight mistake, but nothing big. 0.6 of a second behind him. Unless I can put pressure on him, causing him to make a mistake on my tires that are worn out. I can feel them sliding. You can see that I'm not able to give it. There's another mistake on his part, but unfortunately not enough to send him off. Well, unfortunately for me. Car sliding to the left. I go into this turn a lot wider than I would like to. Last two turns, unless he makes a mistake. And Nicholas is not going to make a mistake here. So I'm going to end the race in 8th place after having started in 4th. A little bit on the disappointing side. I was hoping to really start off in a great position, but what does that do for my results? Well, unfortunately, I get 8 incident points throughout the race. Started in 4th, finished in 8th, and what that does to me is absolutely the antithesis of what I want to be accomplishing, which is increasing that safety rating. Again, I need to stay in this range, though, if I can do it. There's only one more race of the season left after this, one more track of the season left after this, and if I can stay in this range, I'll get the promotion I'm after. I do gain 32 I rating after making up all those positions, which is great, but that's not what I was really heading for. You can see I'm down in the lower splits here, so that's probably why I was able to make up all those paces on people. But overall, again, the 8 incident points didn't help me with what I was trying to accomplish. So, what does that mean? Well, I will probably get, I'm guessing, a 5th and 6th race in this week, but that'll be the extent of it. That'll be it. I'm kind of focused on, I'm starting to focus on Adelaide now, and that is a short track, a really short track, which I saw my coach do it, and man, is he fast at it, like completing that track in about 1:17, which is just incredible. So we'll see what happens, but I will say again, I love Hockenheim. I absolutely love this track. I love racing here. Sure, the incidents happened early on that threw me off. It happens. I'm very proud of how this race went and how I was able to recover the positions that I was able to recover. Yeah. And so overall, good learning experience, and that's all you can hope for.